Hey guys, it's Mir today, and this is going to be the Guile breakdown video. We got a lot of good footage to sift through. Big thanks to Justin Wong for letting everyone use the Street Fighter 6 matches, as that's what I'm mostly going to be using today. You guys might know I'm a Guile enthusiast, so it's only right for me to make this video. I saw a comment about how Guile was going to be left in the dust now that everyone is analyzing all the new and exciting characters that have been shown, but fear not, I'm here. And to that person I say,
I got you, homie!
Now, I realize that Guile players are excited by completely different things than normal people. We'll look at a situation like this and go, my god. Beautiful. So, I'll try to keep it interesting for everyone. Right, so let's jump straight into the move list so I can start explaining. Guile's traditional Sonic Boom and Somersault kicks are back in Street Fighter 6. They're still charge moves, and even on modern inputs you will still have to charge them. However, they have a new execution twist going on with them. This was teased before, but now we finally know how it's done. By pressing the last direction plus a button at the same time, you get an enhanced version of the move. Forward plus punch for Sonic Boom and up plus kick for Flash Kick. This empowered Flash Kick does extra damage, and the perfect Sonic Boom does a bit of extra damage, but it seems like it has extra frame advantage on hit. A normal Sonic Boom doesn't combo into anything normally, so you will need to do the enhanced version for Guile's staple combos. And as far as I can tell, the perfect Boom is the same on block, so it wouldn't matter for pressure. According to the reports from people that played the game, the perfect input is not very hard. At first I was worried because it seems a much easier input for certain controllers, but it might end up not being a problem in the end. Next we have Guile's Visco 1 from Street Fighter V, Sonic Blade. Guile creates this projectile that spins in place and can then shoot a Sonic Boom through it. The Sonic Boom gets enhanced, has multiple hits and knocks down. It's a very important tool for Guile to win Fireball Wars. Instead of medium punch plus medium kick like it would have been in Street Fighter V, now it is a critical back plus punch motion. And you can follow it up with a Sonic Boom by just doing forward and punch, which can be a perfect input as well. But you don't need to charge for this. I wonder if you can still buffer it in early so that you can go back to charging down for an anti-air immediately. Unlike Street Fighter V, you now have an OD version of this move. It lasts for quite a while and then knocks down. When combined with an OD Sonic Boom, it creates a super fast projectile that it can go across the screen in just a few frames, and on top of that it even wall splats. Maybe you're gonna be able to get a combo out of it if you're close enough. To talk about the last special move, I have to talk about supers first, so let's do that. Guile's level 1 is Sonic Hurricane. It's his classic projectile super from past games. It has good range and startup, but it still is a charge motion. The heavy version goes up on an angle and can be used to anti-air, which is convenient because it is on a back charge which doesn't restrict movement like a Flash Kick. This is the main combo filler for cashing out with little meter investment. Since it's a level 1, it can only be cancelled into from normals, but there might be some juggles where you could use it. Now, the level 2 super is Solid Puncher, which is a Street Fighter V V-Trigger 1. It's on double critical back plus punch, so it's not a charge, and this is an install super that turns Guile's super bar into a timer. Just like Street Fighter V, Guile gets access to a new special move called Sonic Break. In Street Fighter 6, you do this by pressing any 2 punches in neutral. This is the equivalent of pressing heavy punch and heavy kick in Street Fighter V and gives you a mini boom that you can shoot without charge. I'm not sure how modern controls can execute this because, obviously they don't have 2 punches, so we'll see how that goes. You can change the projectile speed by holding a specific direction. This is the same as Street Fighter V, where holding back gives you a slow one and holding forward gives you a fast one. Again, like Street Fighter V, you can follow up this or your normal booms with other mini booms by pressing punch. The move list, however, says that you control their speed by holding a direction again, which is unlike Street Fighter V, where it was based on the version of punch that you press, light punch for the slowest one, medium punch for the medium speed, and heavy punch for the fastest one. Guile's level 3 is called Crossfire Somersault. The startup looks like a Flash Kick, so it has a good angle for anti-airs. Again, this is a charge input, but just like his level 1, it's a back charge. So this can lead to some devastating anti-airs while still being able to retreat on the ground. Like other level 3s, it gets empowered when you are below 25% health. It deals more damage and gets a different animation. Keep in mind that you can cancel into level 3s from almost anything, so this will be very easy to tag at the end of combos for extra damage. Let's move on to Guile's unique attacks. Most of his old command normals return in Street Fighter 6 from previous games. Some have received some noteworthy changes. Back Heavy Punch, his burning straight, is now cancelable, which is important both for his combos, block strings, and most notably Drive Rush. For the Heavy Punch, spinning back knuckle now makes Guile advance forward instead of returning to the starting position. It still whiffs on crouchers, but it is now plus on block. This is great for chasing down people walking away from Guile. At the same time, since it has great range and gets a combo on hit, it can be used to preemptively stuff dashes and drive rushes. Both his back heavy punch and forward heavy punch, however, don't have any special properties on punish counter aside from extra frame advantage, so they kinda lost that crush counter property that they had in Street Fighter V. Down forward heavy kick, Guile high kick still is a great end tier. However, it doesn't knock down any more on a grounded hit, which makes me wonder if it has extra properties on a drive rush, for example, or it might just be plus enough to combo afterwards for good damage, as it is a normal that whiffs on crouchers. Guile doesn't have his new Street Fighter V target combos, however he has some new ones added specifically for this game. The first one is steady medium punch back heavy punch, recall cannon. It can be cancelled on hit and block. It knocks down the opponent on hit and is good to build some space if you cancel into Sonic Boom when blocked. So it's a fairly useful general purpose target combo that you can use in a lot of situations. Another is called Double Shot and it's crushing medium punch, crushing medium punch. This also knocks down on hit and lets you charge for a flash kick which you can combo after. However, this one is not cancelable on block. It's still gonna be very useful for Guile's new BMBs as it will make it easier to build down charge, lowering the execution requirement to play this character compared to Street Fighter V, where some of the charge times were pretty tight. The last new target combo is crouching heavy kick, down forward heavy kick. It doesn't naturally combo on hit, it requires a punish counter specifically, but if you do land a punish counter, you can then cancel it into a flash kick when it lands. It seems useful for scoring whiff punishes from a distance, as Guile has a very far-reaching sweep. We now know enough to go and watch some match footage. We can now immediately see how his crouching medium kick is a great poke with long range, but it has an extended hurt box like many low pokes in Street Fighter 6, so you cannot just mash on this. Here's a look at rolling Sobat, which in this game has great low evasion. In Street Fighter V it was a bit dodgy. It's going to be really important to retreat safely and avoid lows, as checking people low will be very important in Street Fighter 6, as walking back is very strong since there's barely any proximity blocking at all. We can see here a Guile sweep only knocks down on the second hit, unlike other Street Fighter games. Guile's crouching heavy punch is still a reliable end tier with a tall hitbox, and it seems a little bit faster as well. It will be one of his main tools to end tier when he doesn't have charge. Right here we see a Sonic Boom get stuffed early. It has an extended hurtbox like many fireballs, which is why the crouching medium kick hits from so far. This means that you'll have to be careful on how you use fireballs at close range, as a lot of characters have good pokes in Street Fighter 6, so it will be fairly easy to get hit out of them if you don't space them correctly. Here's a simple combo into his level 1 to cash out on damage. Remember the drive impact and supers during the opponent's drive gauge, so this could be a useful combo to put them in a burnout state. Now we finally see one of Guile's drive rush combos. This one starts from crouching medium punch and goes into crouching medium punch back heavy punch. It even has a standing cancel into flash kick, which is a nice touch and looks really cool. Obviously the CPU has a much easier time doing this because, you know, they're kind of cheating, but it's still possible, although much better on hitbox, I have to say. On counter hit or punish counter, crouching medium kick can link into flash kick, even from quite far away. Crouching medium kick is not cancelable, so this is a great way to tag some extra damage and a knockdown to it. We see the CPU do a crouching medium kick punish counter into a level 1 super, but we can also see that it doesn't combo, so it just gets a counter hit, so that might not be possible. Here we see Guile's Sonic Boom recovery. If someone does a drive impact at the same time, Guile still recovers in time to block. Other fireballs would have gotten hit much more easily. However, Guile can still get hit if they do it early, it's not like a silver bullet or anything. Upside down kick is back with a vengeance, watch this. Now I know what you're thinking, but in Street Fighter 6 it seems like upside down kick is mostly meant to defeat low pokes, although maybe it could be possible to pick up a combo if the punish counter happens up close, like for example in a throw bait scenario. On natural hit it seems like the upside down kick has quite a bit of pushback and we don't know if it's possible to combo out of it. Guile's classic jumping like a cross up is back for Street Fighter 6. Nothing special, but it's still a useful tool to have. Now we can see a conversion from a far jump and using drive rush. The jumping heavy kick looks like his old jumping medium kick from days of yore, which is also how his jumping heavy kick looks in Street Fighter 5, although it does have some extra range in Street Fighter 6. Here's another variant with 2 crouching medium punches in the combo. Next, let's have a look at the Sonic Boom on block. It looks like Sonic Boom is still minus, just like it was at the end of Street Fighter 5. This seems to be the case regardless of whether or not it is the perfect boom, so I don't think the frame advantage changes on block. However, it can be easily spaced to B+, and in general, since normals have better range in Street Fighter 6, it will be easier to make this happen and still contest the plus frames. Here we can see Sonic Blade being used a bunch. As mentioned before, it's a great tool to win Fireball Wars. The slow-moving version of the Sonic Cross is actually so slow that you can follow it by walking, which reminds me of Street Fighter 5 Guile back in Season 1 and 2. It's going to be important for his offense to be able to defeat parry and drive impact to have a shield in front of him. Another drive rush combo, this time using standing medium punch. Standing medium punch naturally combos into his crouching medium punch even without a drive rush. It is also cancelable, which could be useful in case someone uses a drive impact on it, so you can drive impact them back, and obviously the second drive impact always wins. We finally get to see Guile's classic air throws. He still has 2 of them, even in Street Fighter 6. I think the animations look great, especially the backbreaker. They look very satisfying to land. The damage seems alright, but obviously the ability to choose where to put your opponent is very useful, both to keep them in the corner or push them towards it. Here's Guile classic low overhead target combo. We see it used to tag on some extra damage to the crouching medium kick, but it can always be used to catch people off guard on defense if they're sleeping at the wheel. Here's another practical application of a standing cancel. Guile's back heavy punch seems to be as far as cancelable normal, so it's really the only option to pick up a combo here, unless you want to spend meter to go into his level 1. Unfortunately, we still don't know quite everything about Guile, and there are still some unanswered questions that I'd love to know about. I'm flying out to EGX to try Street Fighter 6 on the showroom floor, so hopefully we'll get enough time to answer them all. Let me know what you guys think of Guile in Street Fighter 6. Are you guys happy about the perfect input mechanic? I know it seems to be the most controversial part about the character so far. And what about the visuals and the sound design? Leave a comment below the video, we always make sure to read them all. As always, thanks for watching. Make sure to give us a like and subscribe to the channel for more Street Fighter 6 content. Have been Mir, and hopefully I'll continue to be, and I'll see you on another video. Bye!